we're going to have the most important person at the top, and then as we go further down, we're going to debate about who is the most important. Diamond 9, it's in the shape of a diamond. It has 9 positions on it. We take a topic and we look at the elements in that particular category. So for example, today we were looking at the novel Wonder. We talked about the characters first, and I asked them who the most important character was, they thought. And while they all agreed that the protagonist, August, was the most important, as we went on they kind of started discussing and disagreeing about who came next. So that was nice to see. So they were given out a laminated A3 sheet with the diamond shape on it. So August went in the first box, and then on the next row there was 2, and then 3. So the idea is that the row with 3 would be all of equal importance. So those 3 characters would be equally important. So then, since you guys said the same, what about the next layer down?
So we did Summer was in the middle, and then Via and Julian.
They didn't all have the same answers, and that was great because there isn't a right answer. They're looking at the characters, so they have all that knowledge, and then they're classifying it and they're arranging it based on the importance. Are they of equal importance within the book?
Yes. Yeah.
After I've assigned the task, I wait a couple of minutes, get them started, and then I start walking around, having a look at what they're saying and getting them to just justify the reasoning behind it and to get them to think about why they did, so that they're not just putting things down to fill in the blanks.
Who do you think Hans is most important?
I think August, because he's the main character and speaks a lot.
And guys, when you're finished, just a blue tack on the back of those because we're going to stick them up on the board. Okay. And I suppose then at the end, so I'll give them about 5 minutes to complete it and to really discuss it and think about it. And then I bring the whole class back together and we look at the different groups and what they decided and the differences, and getting them all just to justify their answers and to really have their reasoning there.
I think it is a good way of learning because you're agreeing, and it's all like not really arguing, but like deciding and thinking amongst a group as who's the most important, and it's very good.
Personally, I love learning in groups. I feel I do learn more while working in groups, and the reason why I think that is because I get more information, and Diamond 9 can actually get that information out.
You see a different perspective talking to other people because characters you thought were more important. When somebody describes a character that they think is actually more important and they tell you why, you can kind of see their points and maybe even change your mind about it.
It gets them thinking in a lot of different ways. They're being creative, they're definitely using their literacy skills, but also I think they're managing themselves, they're taking ownership, they're reflecting on their own learning, and they're kind of collating their data, they're collecting it and then making considered decisions after that. They're also learning to work well with others, which is a huge thing, I think, at that age. One thing that we did do that we changed as we went along, at first I was just printing it off and just getting them to fill it in, but I found that didn't work so well because what they first thought wasn't always their final decision. So now we just have A3 sheets that we've laminated with the pattern on it. So now they can wipe away their first, second or third answers and then go back. And by the end they have an agreed upon consensus.